I am so over the other times I tried to share this simple story. Okay, my friend's husband told me one day that he felt that teachers of autism, which is what I was, and doctors were complicit in having kids remain autistic. So he felt that the teachers and the doctors purposefully wanted kids to continue to be autistic despite there being a cure. I was surprised and I was offended because he was serious. He wasn't joking. This is really how he felt. He said this as a father of two children with autism. And after he said that, it kind of changed my opinion of him because before then I thought he was a normal, normal type person, but I just didn't understand how he could honestly think that as a teacher I'd want to make someone's life harder. I would want someone to have autism. Why? So I could have a job, or even a doctor would want that so that they could monetize writing prescriptions. So I didn't understand why he would think this way. I was offended by him saying this, and I thought differently of him. It wasn't until my own child came out as transgender that I started to understand a little bit more about how he could possibly think that way. He saw autism as a threat. And as much as he saw it as a threat, he wanted to hold someone responsible. He was distrustful. When it came time to finding a therapist for my child, I felt the same way about gender-affirming therapists. I didn't think that they could make someone transgender, but I did wonder if there was a small chance that my child wasn't transgender, if my child was cisgender, would the therapist help him discover that? That was my thinking. I had the same irrational thinking as the father had. And I can look back on that now and see that. I saw being transgender as a threat. I saw it as a threat to everything I wanted for my child, everything that he said he wanted for himself. And so, as such, I came into super protective mode where I could not discern that no, a therapist, all things being rational, would not want anyone to have a harder life, nor do they have the ability to turn a cisgender person into a transgender person. Or, as the internet trolls like to say, or like to assume, they don't have the ability to turn a transgender person into a cisgender person. So they're not able to turn a transgender person to a cisgender person, or a cisgender person into a transgender person. Newsflash, my child is and always was transgender, and therapy is useful. Therapy is valid because of the stressors that are part of his identity as a transgender person. It's stressful to be non-binary in a binary world. It's stressful to be transgender in a transphobic society, such as the one we live in. So yes, the internet trolls are right. Therapy is great, but it does not turn transgender people into cisgender people. It does not turn cisgender people into transgender people. It is better for transgender people because they're dealing with professionals that are honed to their specific needs. That may or may not include gender dysphoria. It may or may not include dissociation. but they will definitely work on the stressors that are involved in being transgender. Simple. That's the way it works.